Hi everyone, my name's Keonna, and you're tuned in to your weekly popcorn and playlist with Lennox and Parker. This week, I am so excited for what we have planned for you for the popcorn side of Popcorn and Playlist. Recently, I know everyone has heard, Disney did their recent D23 event where they invited thousands of Disney fans to come along and get a little information, get a little inside scoop on what is coming next within the next year or two at Disney and Pixar. So today we are going to do a rapid fire to go over all the new movies and TV shows that's coming to a screen and theater near you. So let me just start off with saying this. I am a Disney kid. I've always been excited seeing what Disney has. I'm always excited to see what Disney has to offer to the screen, whether that's a new family movie, kid movie, or anything in between. So Disney has so many things in store for us, and they did let us know that everything they announced during the D23 event are all things that are already in the works of making. So these are not things that are just thoughts that may come across. No, they already started the process on almost all of these movies and TV shows. So let's get started because there's so many things we need to get into. One of the first things they announced on the list was Moana 2. Yes, you heard right. Moana 2 is coming to theaters near you. This time, Moana is leader of the land and sea, and she's also a big sister to her 3-year-old little sister. So we get to follow Moana and all of our favorites on a new journey as she goes to see if she can find other lives, other people on the other side of the ocean island where she's been searching. And throughout that, we get to see how Moana reacts and how Moana acts as a big sister in this new film. So now we get to see the family grow, and I love to see that. Next on the list, we have Zootopia 2. Zootopia 2 was such a fun adventure to go on with all the little animals, but this time they are bringing the reptiles to the screen, and that is expected to come into theaters November 2025. Next on our list is one of our favorite new Disney princesses that we have grown to love, Frozen 3. Frozen 3 is coming. Frozen 3 is in the works. Next on the list is a TV show that we're going to see on Disney Plus, and it is by Pixar and Disney called Dream Productions. Dream Productions is a TV show based off of Inside Out. The timeline is between Inside Out and Inside Out 1 and Inside Out 2, where we get to go a little bit deeper into Riley's mind as we visit the dream section of the mind and see how those productions come into life every single day. That's exciting because not only did we get to enjoy Inside Out 2 this year, we have got to meet so many new characters, so I'm so excited to see who they're going to bring into the screen, who are they going to bring into our minds in Inside Out, as well as this Dream Production TV show. It allows us to see and enjoy the characters that we have came and fell in love with even more without having to wait for the next series, which we're hoping will come out. A completely new original Disney movie, Elio, is coming out to our theaters June 13th, 2025. I can't wait till we see a trailer or something regarding that movie because it does look like it's a whole new set of characters, whole new set of storylines, adventures, and everything else to come with it. So I'm excited to see what that is going to entail. Next is another original movies. Hopper is projected to come out spring of 2026 to theaters near you, and it is about a young girl who is in love with animals, who decides to take her brain and put it inside a robot beaver, and we get to see the adventures that comes with that from such a tiny body. Next on our list, and I think this is one that almost everybody's excited for because everybody has grew up on this particular movie as we continue to go through the sequels, and that is Toy Story 5. Toy Story 5 is projected to come out in 2026, and of course we get to see our favorite toys, Buzz, Woody, and everybody in between back on screens again. This time it's the toys against the digital era. So all those iPad kids, they're coming for you. They're coming. That's who this is about. This is about how toys are now having to go against the iPad kids, the electrical era, the digital era, and everything that we face nowadays. With TVs, tablets, iPads, screen time is at an all-time high. And Toy Story 5 is supposed to dig a little deeper to show us how that feels from the toys' point of view. Not only are they fighting the digital era, but there will also be 50 Buzz Lightyear robots that are still stuck in demo mode. So those are going to be a part of the villains of this movie. Toy Story 5 is excited to see how much, although I've seen Toy Story since I was younger, it came out even before I was born, it is so cool to see the stories just develop, to see the characters develop, the new owners. and I see new characters and toys get added into the movie as we go. So I'm excited to see how toys meet the digital era this time around. And one of my most highly anticipated, highly favorite ones that I can't wait to see, and I'm so excited to be able to see, is Incredibles 3. Incredibles 3 is coming out, y'all. And I don't know about y'all, but I grew up watching Incredibles. I love Incredibles. Elastigirl, Violet, Jack, Mr. Incredible, and Dash, the beautiful Incredible family. I'm so excited to see how they grow in this movie. From the first movie to the second, they definitely showed the characters grow in age, grow as a family. So I'm so excited to see where Incredibles 3 starts off and where it is taking us. I'm excited to see what kind of character Jack becomes, to see how his powers evolve, who he becomes, if he becomes a little older where he knows he has powers. Like, I'm excited to see what they do with Jack character more than anybody. I know Dash is getting older. He should be in high school by now, hopefully. Violet should be graduating out of college, we hope to see. I don't know. I'm just, so many ideas are coming in my head on what we're going to see in Incredibles 3. So I'm so excited. Can't wait to see a trailer. Can't wait to see which way they are taking this story. I know this is going to be one for the books, okay? Next on our list is a few live actions that are coming to our screen. One live action is the live action of Lilo and Stitch. Stitch is my guy. I have Stitch phone case, Stitch accessories, Stitch shirts. I love Lilo and Stitch, okay? You see my blue nails? Inspired by Stitch. Anyways, Lilo and Stitch are having a live action movie, and I'm kind of excited to see how that is gonna pan out. It is projected to come out summer of 2025. We already got a little glimpse on what Stitch is supposed to look like, but I'm excited to see how they make the rest of the characters go. And I just want to see how Stitch I've never really thought about Stitch in a live perspective. Like, I've always seen cute little animated Stitch, so it's kind of like, it's gonna take a little get used to. It's gonna be a little nice to kind of see Stitch in another point of view. I don't know, tell me how y'all feel about that one. Next, there's a live action of Snow White. So we get to see Snow White and her 7 dwarfs come onto the screen for a live action version. I'm kind of excited to see the original fairy tale get panned out a little different. We all know the story of Snow White, so I do enjoy when they take an old classic. Oh, see, look, this is Stitch right here. This is Stitch right here. I love Stitch. I told you I love Stitch. But I do love when they take an old classic like Snow White and they just give it to us in they just freshen it up. Because I feel like every generation needs like their own fresh version of the story, although it's the same exact story. But I believe the Snow White is definitely well needed. I'm excited to see how they take that and if they pan away from the original story at all throughout the movie. The next on our list is Mufasa, the Lion King story. All these movies, I have grown up the animated version, so to see all of them kind of come to life is really amazing, to kind of get from the imagination, from the inner child of me, the imagination perspective of it. Like, it's really amazing to see all these movies come to light, and for me going in knowing the stories, I think it makes it that much more of a magical thing to see it in a different perspective. So I'm excited to see all these live actions. I don't know which one I'm more excited for. Actually, I do. The one movie I'm most excited for, which has always been a live action, but they're making a sequel to, is Freakier Friday. You heard that right. If you remember Freaky Friday, this is the sequel to it. Freakier Friday, with the same 2 original ladies, and I'm so excited. Like, what? Freaky Friday, you know how many times I've seen Freaky Friday? And we're about to see Freakier Friday. It's about to go down again. I can't wait. I can't wait. I hope it brings like a little more maturity, because the characters grew up so much since the original movie. I hope that it also keeps in mind that the audience also grew up. So I hope we get to see it from an older, like a grown-up perspective instead of like a teenager perspective. That's what I'm excited for. That's definitely what I'm most excited for regarding Freakier Friday. Next on the list, we have Tron Ares. Tron, I don't know if you all ever remember Tron the Legacy, the movie where they used to be on like those motorcycle things and they'll make like electric lights and they couldn't break paths and things like that. My brother was absolutely obsessed with that movie. I don't know how many times I watched it. So I think it's gonna be cool to see that come into the theaters. I know he's super excited to see it. He might end up dragging me along to see that movie with him. So we'll see how that goes. Next, we get to see Avatar 3. Avatar 3 coming with the movie Fire and Ash. It's coming to the movies near us soon. They didn't really give too much of a glimpse on what exactly to expect from this movie, but I know it's gonna be a lot. I can't wait to see the graphics. I can't wait to see how they play around. Like, I feel like with Avatar, they have so much freeway on how they create the characters, how majestic the place looks, how beautiful the scenery looks, and I'm so excited to see that. Last time I seen Avatar, I actually seen it in 4D, so I hope that this time that's another option for us to watch it, because that brought a whole nother experience to the movie. Moving on along our list. Next, we have a few different TV shows coming by Marvel and Disney, which we will all get to see on Disney Plus throughout the next year or so. First, we're going to start off with Marvel's Agatha All Along. This is supposed to be a Disney Plus TV show that should be available for us to start watching right in time for Halloween. It's going to bring all the creepy, funny Halloween spirit that we get to love during our spooky season. Next, we have Marvel's Daredevil Born Again. Daredevil Born Again is going to be airing its first season in March of 2025, and that will also be available on Disney Plus. A spin-off from Wakanda Forever, which goes a little deeper into one particular character as they create the TV show Marvel's Ironheart. They didn't give us an exact time frame on when we're supposed to see Ironheart, but we do know it will be projected to release on Disney Plus, of course. Next, they have Fantastic Four First Steps that's projected to release in 2025. They didn't give us too much information, but I'll definitely keep you up to date when we start to get our first looks at the trailer. We also have Captain America Brave New World coming out February of 2025 near theaters near you, as well as 3 Star Wars productions already in the works. One is a movie dropping in 2026. Mandalorian is coming in 2026 with Star Wars, and that is going to be a movie. And then there's also 2 TV shows coming as well with Star Wars. One called Skeleton Crew, which is releasing December 2024 on Disney Plus. And Star Wars Andor Season 2 is also going to be releasing on Disney Plus soon. Sorry for all the information, y'all. I know that was so much to take in at one time, but I definitely wanted to give you a sneak peek, let you know what we are to expect for the next year or two with Disney, as there are so many movies, TV shows in the works. They even mentioned a lot of new rides and different things we can expect at all the different Disney World locations. So I can't wait till we can go figure out what that's all about. But I hope that gets you a little excited for what movies and TV shows is supposed to come from Disney within the next few years. It definitely got me ready to see some trailers, get some glimpse on what is going to happen. I'm so excited to see what comes to our Disney screens. But I definitely am super excited to see these movies. I think my top 3 movies I'm most excited for will have to be Incredibles 3, Toy Story 5, and Freakier Friday. Those are the 3 that I'm super duper uber excited for, but all of them I can't wait to see. Let me know down below what movie or TV show you're most excited to see coming from Disney Plus. Let me know what you're expecting to see from these movies and TV shows. Also, let me know what's a Disney movie or TV show that you would love to see a sequel to. What's your favorite character? I'm definitely want to know. But thank you so much for tuning in to this week's Popcorn and Playlist. My name's Keonna. We'll be back next week, and you're tuned in to Lennox and Parker. Bye.